Uber. And I'm looking at long-term leaps for it, based on a number of things. Autonomous vehicles being the number one thing. I saw Waymo is now trying to be in Philadelphia, so we'll see how that goes. It's just a matter of time before one of these ride-sharing companies or these EV companies just partners with Uber straight out. I know Tesla tried to do it with Hertz, and that was a complete failure. But Uber has the infrastructure, the platform, and the trust, which is the most important thing. Most people won't get in a car with nobody driving it. Right now, they're putting a rideshare person inside those autonomous vehicles. But as trust grows, that will change. I think the other thing that they have at their advantage, to be honest with you, is like what you guys talk about all the time. How do y'all eat?
For sure.
Right.
Save
So
my life.
The most expensive thing that Uber pays inside of its revenue model is the driver. So if you could have food delivered autonomously, now you cut out that middleman of the driver. Now you're talking about more revenue that's going into the company. I like the way they're positioned, not only from a ride sharing platform, but also from the platform for autonomous vehicles altogether. So Uber, I'm big on right now. And shout out to Josh Brown. As I was typing my whole thesis on it, he goes out and says it's the number one stock in his portfolio.
I think Uber's underrated, bro. For it to not to be even at $100 yet, is insane. It was down to what, 61 earlier this year. Like, Dar got to get a lot of credit for turning this company around from those low $20 in 2022.
Yeah, well, crossover $96, $96.50 today.
Waymo is opposition to Uber.
Right. Oh, it's a smaller company. I'm saying at some point, that smaller company, yeah, it's competition, but you know how that goes over long term, right? If you can't compete at the same level, like a Lyft, like Lyft is a ride sharing company as well. But when you think ride sharing, you think Uber, right? Most people are not getting Lyft. At some point, they're going to say, all right, we're going to figure out how we can become partner or be acquired by it or partner with them.
Remember, they had the lawsuit.
I know.
That was a big thing with Google. Google owns Waymo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That was a whole big thing of Uber and Google because they said that
they stole the idea.
They stole the engineer.
Yeah.
So I don't think Waymo is coming on the Uber's umbrella.
Well, even if let's say they don't, does it open up more avenues for people to go in autonomous? Yeah. If you go that route, Tesla, like I said, with the robo-taxi, but if you're going to do ride sharing and if you're going to do food delivery, then it's you know who the number one is.
And what's a leap option?
Leap option means that I know a lot of people, and I don't suggest anybody day trade. I know some people like to do options out to a month, maybe 2 months. Leap options means anywhere between 6 to 2 years. I try to go out the furthest as possible.
Yeah, hold for the long term.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And this is something that we talked about at the mastermind. If you studied how these politicians have done it, specifically Nancy Pelosi, not only is she going out far with leaps, but she's also going deep in the money, which means that whatever the price is, right, she's saying her strike price is going to be far below that. So I think Uber's trading at $96. A deep in the money strike price would be like $70. It's already past it. So the appreciation on the way up is going to be great. With the depreciation coming down is not as drastic, not as volatile. So that's just one of those strategies. So I'll go out as far as possible. I think I'm out into 2027. Like I'm thinking far ahead. And I think I'm right at the money at like 92.